welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's a hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Booth. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And as he throws, and they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the egg bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Play action on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often.
long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's high. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Winston. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Shapen. Right on the money. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands. You saw that receiver pluck the ball.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Picks up the 1st down, and he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Out of the gun, the inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Shoots it to the left. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's Booth. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off here. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for space, it's Diggs. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Catch in the middle, it's Haas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after that.
And the pressure pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Rebels send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Give to the back. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing...
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The inside handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The defense selling out to stop it on third and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. Third and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and showed off his speed.
They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
His way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Dropping back, it's Shapin. Wide out trying to get it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Stribling. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush. And pays off the sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Line getting set on second down. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leads on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for room. It's Diggs. Gets it past the marker. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Off play action. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab on third. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
27, Ole Miss 5.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The gift to the back. Turning it on! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Thompson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Mosley. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Just keep slinging it. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got a man. It's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw at Simmons. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mosley. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll go to the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Taylor has it, fighting off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Wants to go up top. Look out, he's got room. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep picking up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Makes the grab, and there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Rides to back and leaves it. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
30 short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Back to throw, it's Grant. Plucks it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Diggs. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Stribling. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense,
he's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Shapen. Snagged in the middle, it's Mosley. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got a favor, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lee. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them, they're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Grant. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stribling. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Result of the play is
They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. There he goes. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Gets it out quickly. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Grant. Quickly complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Got it behind the line. It's Haas. Oh, he's got some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it to the right side. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Here comes the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He leaves it with his back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for space. It's Booth. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to start Vegas. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.